It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store. As it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Houston Texans. Third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Now he's loose at the 40. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. 57 yards rushing for him now as he has started this wild card round with a flourish. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Let's go, attack, attack! Attack!
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game.
Kansas City.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Yellow! Yellow, yellow!
They'll try to run this one in, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs will strike first here, this wild card matchup.
That's just a great drive to begin a ball game because just about any head coach will tell you, we want to establish the run early on, and that allows you to really open up things from there. And not only were they able to do that, but they finished things off with a touchdown run as we just saw there.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Open man, that's Jaden Higgins. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Red, Edo blue.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. He's across midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
60 red. 60 red. Black shot. Ready.
Ritter with it after the play fake. Pass complete, right side to Bowers. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. A gain there of 21 yards. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Back to throw, Ritter. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here we go. Here we go. 50 red. Cycle. Hut, hut.
Ritter. That's to the left side where he's got Bowers. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Texans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Mixon is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Blue 6, mega. Ready.
Ritter will set up to throw it. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Let's go now. 45, white. Blaster, 6.
3rd and goal, Ritter with it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it.
Field, black. Ready.
Ritter back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and the ball is going to be going back to the Chiefs. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 77 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. But they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On play action, it's Mahomes. That's complete, left side to Worthy. Then he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Cochran. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3. And I think they have to be happy about the way they've moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Cochran. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10.
97 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
Come back!
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Chiefs are able to stretch out their lead.
Butker on for the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Chiefs 17, Texans nothing. Harrison Butker in a kickoff.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half, they've got to turn things around quickly.
And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ready, ready. 50, green. Red, yellow. Cut, cut.
On play action, here's Ritter.
And that'll be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes.
When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Throw right side, taken in by Collins.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ritter to throw it. That's into the hands of his tight end, Bowers.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Joe Mixon, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Texans get a bit closer.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
And the tackle there by Jermaine Pratt. 2nd and 10.
Now here's Mahomes.
Pass complete to Royals.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Ritter now. Have a great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal. They'll certainly have the green light here.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Ritter.
He finds his man complete. That's Bowers. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Come on, claws red. 33, yellow. Set.
He'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
And he's got it.
It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
Here we go. Yellow, 22. Fury, yellow. Six, mega. Set.
Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
I can't imagine we'd see another throw here. 3rd and goal from the 1.
Set, hut.
Here's a run with Mixon.
And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my face compressor.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready?
Back to throw, Ritter. Now he'll tuck this and run. That's to Bowers once again. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Ready?
Mixing up the middle. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
First and 10
Ready,
at the
set.
21-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Ritter.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Joe Mixon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime. They sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's a give up the middle. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
180 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Here's 3rd and 3. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Ariza is on to punt here as he gets this one away.
And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20. Not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Mixon with a first down carry
to about the 33-yard line.
Well, it's not time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 8.
Blaster, 6.
Ritter off the play fake.
to Mixon on the check down. Shoves him aside. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
And they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and goal.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Ready, spike, white, 45. What?
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
On the ready?
38-yard line.
Here we go. Black, 95. Hut.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
That's complete into the hands of Myers. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Set.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Joe Mixon
Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game.
And the Texans have got it back to within a score.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Cochran.
Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down. Ritter has it knocked down.
And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Mixon running wide side. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Hurry! 22 needles.
Ritter with it after the play fake.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third and 10.
Ritter back to throw. He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21.
That's another Texans first down.
Ready.
Going play action. Ritter. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
From the 21, it's second and 10. They'll look to throw again.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Red, yellow. Ready?
To the air again, it's Ritter.
Throw left side to Higgins. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
A 10-yard gain.
They run for it with Mixon. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try to finish off the game.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 18 on the play. And the first down, Chiefs.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Right back to him on first down.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Will Anderson gets to him for the tackle.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 5.
Yellow. I go on, 80. Hey, 43, 43, 15.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Now a handoff running through the middle. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Red, 38. Red, yellow. Ready.
Ritter to throw it.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Fourth down, big play. Here's Ritter. He'll try to do it himself. Ritter has it knocked down. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
The Chiefs going to play on another week as we say so long, everybody.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Houston, good night, everybody.